situation around and said, okay, so we're meant to be here. We're going to take it all in stride. And he really showed me how to make the best of every situation. And this is a work in progress. And now 7 years later, I'm able to help myself, help my kids, and say, we're here for a reason. We need to figure out what we're going to do to make the situation the best situation possible. So, you know, when there's darkness outside, there's darkness in your life, you're able to add to that darkness. You could be sad, you could be depressed, you could be unhappy, and the darkness will just grow. Or we could add brightness to the world by recognizing all the good that we could do. Me'at ar daicha chayshach. Just a little bit of light can shine through, can push through all the darkness. This is the life we chose. This is the life we chose from day one. We need just one smile, and suddenly so much lightness, so much bright is shining on us. He never stopped bringing light into the world. So me as his wife and my kids, who I feel are lucky to be part of our family, we'll never stop bringing light either, because we're a team. If we are alive and breathing today, it's because Hashem wants us to. Hashem is telling us that there's something out there that you need to do. There were many, many times in the past that Mendel could have said, I can't breathe, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But that's not the path that he chose. He was a person that even with having trouble breathing, which was really his limitation, he gave and he gave and he gave. I just wanted to tell you that for my kids, it wasn't always a bowl of cherries. Life is not a bowl of cherries. But we chose to throw out all the bad ones, you know? We chose to keep the bowl of cherries that were ours, and we were going to handle it. There were times that they questioned. There were times that they were angry. There were times that, Ma, why can't we do this? We just planned to do this. We planned to go here. We planned to go there. And life changed. And you know what? It happened a lot. So I think at one point they got so used to it that we wouldn't tell them what we were doing anymore. But they were so strong. From last year, Hanukkah, to this year, there was not one Yontif that Mendel was home. Every single Yontif, Mendel landed himself up in the hospital. So you know where I was. You know where my kids were. Not with us. They took it like real troopers. Real troopers every Yontif. And at one point, the social worker in the hospital says to me, Toby, is a Jewish holiday coming up? I said, why are you asking? She goes, because you're back here. And I said, yeah. And honestly, this year, Rosh Hashanah, maybe 3-4 days before Rosh Hashanah, Mendel says to me, Toby, I'm not feeling well. I said, oh my gosh, don't tell me. I said, I don't want you to go to the hospital. He goes, I don't want you either. I sat at the table and I cried. And I said, Mendel, I can't have Rosh Hashanah with you in the hospital. I can't. I can't even think about it. Hashem heard me. We were home for Rosh Hashanah. We had beautiful minyanim. What? Okay. Beautiful minyanim in our house because Mendel wasn't able to leave the house at that point. We had minyanim. We had singing. It was beautiful. But 2 days later, he was in the hospital. But at least we could hold on to that beautiful yontif that we had here in our house. From the time Mendel was diagnosed, I said to myself, I'm not going to wear my fears and my pains on my face. You know why? Because I wanted to feel good. And if I wear my fears and my pain, I won't be able to help I won't be able to be the person that my husband needs me to be, that my kids need me to be. Mendel was my bouncing board. There was nothing that I didn't tell him. There was nothing that we didn't discuss. He gave all of us the strength to live. And when I say all of us, not even including me and my family, but every person who came to the door, came to the house, came to spend time with him, instead of them giving him chazak, he was the one giving them chazak. He always had a good word to say. He always had a smile. He always knew what to say to who. So what do I do now? I don't have him. I wake up in the morning. My kids get dressed and they get ready to go to school. And I get dressed and I get ready to go to work. I put my makeup on, I get dressed, and we all walk out together. So on the outside, I look presentable, right? On the inside, I'm broken. I'm broken. My life is not the same, but we have to try to make it whatever we could. We were very close, like I said before earlier, that we had a beautiful, beautiful foundation. So we were a very, very strong team. And I think that's why the void is being felt so strong. You know, somebody approached me after the Shleishim and said to me, you know, I'm really sorry I didn't know your husband. I said, oh, I'm sorry too. I said, what are you referring to? She said, I heard so many beautiful stories about him, and I felt that he would have impacted my life so much. But she said something to me that really struck me, and she says, you were married for 20 years. I said, yes. She said, there are people that are married for 30, 40, 50 years and probably didn't feel one day the way you felt in your 20 years. I said, I feel sorry for them, but 20 years is not enough. I wanted more. She said, you should be so thankful for the way you led your life and for the time you spent with Mendel. I said, I am, but I'm heartbroken. I'm broken. But what keeps us together is that we're a team. I tell myself, if I smile, the world will smile back at me, and eventually my smile will become real. Because if we all walk around smiling, then there's no reason to be sad. When babies are born, one of the first things they learn to do is mirror reactions, mirror what you do. So what do we naturally do? We smile at them. We smile at babies, and then they smile back at us. So I get up in the morning, and I smile at my kids, and they smile back at me. And I say, go make it a great day. It's not have a great day. It's up to you to make it a great day. You need to have the kayach, the right intentions to make it a great day. Yud Shvat is approaching, and we know that the Rebbe became Rebbe 66 years ago. And I would like to share with you that I feel that we should all take upon something good to show the Rebbe that we're going to do. Mine and Mendel's gift to you tonight is to keep on smiling and to bring more light into the world. We can't control what happens, but we could control our responses. We are responsible for how we feel, how we react to what's going on. So how do I keep on smiling?